Edi Ysup is the new ambassador of Indonesia to Brazil. Hi, Mr. Ysup. How are you? You've been in Brazil for around 3 months now.
Yes.
What are your first impressions of Brazil and of Brazilian people? What do you think so far?
I like it very much because Brazil to me is like our second home. Not only because of the environment is quite similar to Indonesia, but Brazilian people is like Indonesian. They are more friendly, they are very helpful. So I do really enjoy and I'm very proud to be posted in Brazil.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. So you think Indonesian and Brazilian people have some things in common?
Yes, both Brazilian and Indonesian are friendly and they are very helpful. So I don't feel strange here because whenever I go, if I cannot speak Portuguese, they try to help me. So it's like Indonesian here. So I'm so happy to be posted here.
Right, okay. You have an economics degree and a master's in public policy. So how did you decide to engage in a diplomatic career and how was the beginning of it?
To be a diplomat actually is not my intention because I'm accountant. But at that time when the Minister of Foreign Affairs offered scholarship, I tried to join and luckily I was received by Minister of Foreign Affairs. And I'm become a real diplomat because I like the job. So I've been working in foreign affairs for more than 30 years. So I did really enjoy the work in foreign affairs.
Which are the best parts of the job that you enjoy so much?
Yeah, meeting many people from many different culture, many countries. So I have been posted first in Seoul, Republic of Korea, the second one in Vietnam for 4 years, and then the third one in Geneva, Switzerland, the fourth one in China, and then come back to Switzerland for UN issues. And now I'm in Brazil. So I did really enjoy meeting many people with different background, with different culture.
And you have been also the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Indonesia, which is considered to be the highest position of a diplomatic career.
Yes.
Can you tell us a bit what you have learned from that experience?
Yeah, what I learned from my experience that because I meet many people from different countries, so I learned how we can communicate with others nicely, and I think not only learning the culture from different countries, but also we do learn how to communicate with other people and with the different culture and different backgrounds. So it helps me to improve my ability to communicate with others. Yeah.
Brazil is considered to be one of the strategic partners of Indonesia in trade, but this trade has a lot to grow yet, we know. What is needed for this bilateral relation to take off?
Yeah, I do agree with you that Brazil and Indonesia Brazil for us actually is an important and strategic partner. But when you come to trade and investment, I think we need to redouble our efforts because the current trade relation is not actually reflects the potential that we have because Brazil is number 9, the biggest 9 economy in the world, and Indonesia is number 16. But in terms of purchasing power parity, Indonesia is number 10 actually. So the potential is huge, but I think the current volume of trade is just only around 2.8 billion. Mm-hmm. And I think we should double that figure because it's just too small for Brazil and Indonesia. And how we can double the figure? I think one is to enhance business-to-business contact because maybe because of the distance, people tend to avoid going to Brazil because it's too far. Because I had experience when I traveled to Brazil, it takes around 34 hours from Jakarta to São Paulo. So I think, but with the current technology, there is no actually hindrance or constraint to communicate each other. But I think if we can enhance business-to-business contact, and also if we try to have the FTA between Indonesia and Mercosur, Actually, Indonesia would like to have FTA with Brazil, but because Brazil is committed to Mercosur, so we have to have FTA with Mercosur, not with Brazil. But we are now exploring on the possibility to establish FTA between Indonesia and Mercosur. Once we set up this FTA, I'm sure that the trade will be doubled.
Yes, certainly. And nowadays, currently, what you mostly import from Brazil is soybeans, sugar, and cotton, right? But you could import, for instance, halal meat, as Brazil is the biggest halal meat producer in the world, and Indonesia is a huge consumer of halal meat, as you have the biggest Muslim population, right? What is missing for this meat trade to develop, to, really take off?
I think one of the important factors, because among government officials, normally we don't have enough dialogue. So I believe that a recent visit by Minister of Agriculture, for Agriculture, Madam Teresa, with Ministry of Agriculture of Indonesia, I believe that they agreed to enhance the cooperation in agriculture, including trading on some Indonesian agricultural product, and also I think beef and other commodity from Brazil was also discussed. And I believe now, starting maybe this year, Indonesia may have the possibility to import beef from Brazil.
Yeah, we hope so. Yeah. Hopefully.